June 18th, 1989. Baby SOV was brought into this world. A year prior, a man from the United States would be sent to South Korea, as he would be stationed there during the Vietnam War. You see, the government and the textbooks want you to believe that Vietnam was between 1955 and 1973, but that is not true, for I am the prophet of knowledge. Like my father before me, I come from a highly educated university. Because you see, just last week, I graduated from the 3rd grade. You know who came for my graduation? Hey, if you want to boo me, we can sit here all night. So I suggest that you shut up and let me finish. No one came to my graduation. And no one has come to any of my accomplished events. I've been a lonely man for the past 30 years. Because you see, Vonstadt, my papa, walked out on my mama on July 7th of 1996. I was only 7 years old, man. And for the longest time, I knew not the reason that he was gone. You see, for the first 7 years of my life, I had it pretty good. I had a mama, I had a papa Vonstadt. He would take me to the park. We would feed the ducks. We would go on swing sets. We would go to the zoo. We used to go bowling. Why are you booing me? I'm the victim here. You know what? You don't like that, do you? Well, I don't like not having a father. I don't like having some bastard that walked out on me. June 18th, 1989, I was brought into this world, and on July 7th, 1996, that's just 7 months. I'm sorry. I was only 7 years old, is what I meant to say. You see, sometimes I just get so hot, and I get so bothered, and I get so frustrated that I can't think straight, and then when people like you, the vermin of society, think you have the right to look down on me and boo me. I should be booing you. I should be pitying all of you, because you see, I have reached success in my life, and I didn't need a papa to do it. I'm a former LBW Tag Team Champion with Howdy Horse, the first, the inaugural. And what have any of you done? Oh yeah, you don't like that. You don't like when the negative energy is thrown back in your face. You can dish it, but you can't take it. All of you fans are just like Vonstadt. You are hypocrites. You are liars. Vonstadt acts like this mighty hero, seeing as he's undefeated in LBW. Tries to act like this type of anti-hero, kind of like Deadpool, kind of like Batman. Yeah, they're good guys, but the way they go about things are anything but honorable. You see, Vonstadt was stationed to where my mother and I lived. Well, before I was born, rather. We lived in South Korea. My father had sex with my mother, and 10 months later I was born into this world. See, he was stationed there because he was drafted into the Vietnam War. And I know what you're thinking. SOV. Vietnam was already well over by 1989. You sheep! You believe anything that the government and the textbooks will tell you, but that is not true. The government is lying to you. The government is withholding healthcare from you. They don't care about you. They will lie to you. They will take food off of your table. And if I get sniped for this right now, at least I will die an honest martyr to the world that has left me astray, like an old ashtray in a hotel room that has a sticker on it that says no smoking, but it's an ashtray, so they expect people to smoke anyway. And now, because of all of your incoherent rambling and booing, I am now rambling myself. So shut up. Look, I'll sit here all night. I have nothing better to do. It's not like I have a dad to go home to, so shut your mouth. Vonstadt walked out on my mother and I. And it wasn't until just a few months ago I got a letter in my mailbox from Vonstadt himself apologizing, saying that the United States told him that he could come home. You see, a lot of you were led to believe that Vietnam was between 1955 and 1973, but that is not true. That is just what the propaganda tells you. You see, Vietnam was going on between 1940 and 1998. And most people that already know that, well, they've been brainwashed by the government to forget. And they have been trained like feral dogs to believe it was through 55 through 73. But I cannot be brainwashed, because stop interrupting me. I know the truth. And the truth is, Vonstadt, you walked out on me. And I hated you for a long, long time, man. And you know what else, Vonstadt? Over time, I forgave you. My mental health advisor, the genius some of you may know from Basic Cable, Dr. Phil, advised me that Vonstadt had this kind of mind control over me. You know, like I was addicted to the abuse. Like I could not get away. That it was becoming an addiction. Vonstadt, when I was a kid, you saved me. When you and I were feeding ducks at the park, I was attacked by a bear. And you fought that bear, and it ripped your arm off. And that's why you have that robotic arm. Wow, booing a crippled man. And I'm supposedly the villain. Look, Vonstadt, you were there for me, and then you were not. And then you went AWOL for over 20 years. And somehow, we both ended up in this low-budget wrestling company. I found you in the Twitch.tv chat. And then you became a wrestler, and you've been ducking me since. And I was mad at you. I wanted to throw hands with you. But in time, I learned to forgive you. And at Low Budget Mania 2, you and I were going to go after the tag team titles. But right before the event officially started, I was told I had to renew my contract. Laridia Kitty, your daughter, told me that I should read the contract before I sign it, and I ignorantly said no. So LBW management tricked me into signing this contract that nullified our tag team title chase. Said that no longer could we go after the titles. And where were you, man? I was in the bathroom crying. I threw a fit in the hallway. I was heartbroken. We were supposed to be the Vonstadt boys, a reincarnation of an 80s rocker spirit thrown into a tag team in this low-budget wrestling company, and you were not there to comfort me like a tag team partner or a father should. And that's exactly why, after you defeated the Biker Taker at Low Budget Mania 2, August 2nd, 2019, I attacked you after the match, man. And it felt so good. enjoyed it. I enjoyed attacking you. I enjoyed making a mockery out of you. And there's been one episode since then, and yeah, you got the pinfall on me, but it was a tag team match, and if it wasn't for Luger Blood Axe, you would have never gotten the pinfall on me, man. Luger Blood Axe did all the work, and you accepted all the glory. So yeah, you got me. Unfairly, but you got me. So Vonstadt, I don't care that you walked out on me. I don't care that you don't acknowledge me. I don't care that you tell people you were in the army when you were clearly in the Navy. And I don't care that the government says Vietnam was between 55 and 73. I know the truth, and so do you. And you've been hiding from me, and you've been running from me, and you've left me a bastard child. Well, I want to make sure that now that I know how to find you, and you know how to find me, there will be no more running. Vonstadt, you are a gutless coward. You are a sheeple. Much like all of these sheeple that surround this ring. You see, I am an intellectual god. And at best, you are a crippled mongoose at best. You weak, pathetic man. You are not a good father. You are not a good man. And you've done enough running. And I want to see to it that you never run away from me again. So for all that you have done, in the book of Son of Vonstadt, I will beat you, I will slay you, and you will fall before me. Because Vonstadt, I'm going to get you right where I want you. I want you in my house, in my comfortable environment. Because I challenge you to a match, Vonstadt. For the first time in LPW history, it's going to be one-on-one. SOV versus Vonstadt, son versus Papa. In a barbed wire death match. The ropes will be changed out with barbed wire. There will be random weapons in the ring. There will be fluorescent light tubes. In all four corners of the ring. Strapped to a table, man. You cannot run away from me, which is what you do best. I'm amazed you're not an Olympic athlete with all the running that you do. Oh, I know why you're not an Olympic athlete. Because you've got no commitment. You walk out on your family. But you've walked out on me for the last time because you will not be able to escape me in the barbed wire death match, Vonstadt. Now, if you have any gonads, and if you have any honor, or any spirit, or any decency, you will accept my challenge. And quite frankly, Vonstadt, I believe I deserve the Vonstadt name. You think you deserve it? Then prove it, big boy. Because I'm not running from you. You have been running from me. I will see you in the barbed wire death match, Vonstadt.